EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. Prescott on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson flush to his right. Floating one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive up high, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This is Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Lamar Miller stops short of the sticks. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Count. 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Count.
Now Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Cooper was the target there. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down. They were going to 53. They were going to 53. Check. Get it roll. West. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Cooper was the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run it again with Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. A first down carry now for Miller. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Check. Watch 54. Wild Bill. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got one.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you said, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now Watson being chased out left to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Rip right.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Tight go.
It's now 2nd and 6.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Back to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Prescott now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, kill. I got you. Mike.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? Because this feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice, intense, on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller.
Complete to Lamar Miller. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
What's that? 19! 54! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 54! 54.
Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Watson now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety. Check alert. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Watson now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And did he catch it? He did! A touchdown! One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Well, it was too long to risk a field goal, so they said we got to throw it up there, hope something good happens, and I think that's the definition of something good happening.
Not just good.
Amazing.
In their estimation, great, amazing, stupendous. I mean, exhilarating. How about them running off the field with a victory where it looked like they were possibly headed towards overtime?
Oh, yeah, it looked like definite overtime, and everybody just holding their breath as that ball hung in the air, and then jubilation. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.